This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Sea Dog and Shipyard Ales, the official beer of Scuba Nation. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Sea Life underwater cameras. Presley, the official equipment provider for Scuba Nation. Shipyard Brewery is a proud sponsor of Scuba Nation. Born in Maine, brewed in Florida. The boys explore the caverns, caves, and watering holes you can enjoy in North Central Florida. We'll talk to expert cave divers on how you can enjoy these incredible dive sites and watch Billy C and MItch get their own cavern certifications. So we're exploring cave country next on Scuba Nation.
With Scuba Nation, Billy C, Boston born and raised.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
MItch and MItch, Southern boy. And every other diver on the planet. So join us as we travel the globe exploring Mother Ocean. Welcome to Scuba Nation. One nation underwater. Presented by Leisure Pro. Visit leisurepro.com for all your diving and snorkeling needs.
Well, 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 what do we have here? Two maggots from South Florida coming to North Florida to learn how to cavern dive. You two maggots drop and give me 20. I'm going to be your mama for the next 2 days. You're going to walk, you're going to talk, and you're going to do everything I tell you to do.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
And I get to train these two from Scuba Nation this week? Wow.
Now, if we two knuckleheads could get cavern certified, anybody can. This time on Scuba Nation. Our journey in North Florida starts in High Springs, the home of Jenny Springs, where divers from all around the world come to see their mind-blowing cavern and cave system they have here. Taylor Ray is third-generation owner at Jenny Springs to tell us more.
Jenny Springs Outdoors, I don't think there's anything else like it in the world. Here we have, on 2 miles of the Santa Fe River, there's 8 springs, and people can get on a tube, a kayak, a paddleboard, whatever you want, you can swim and just see like these amazing springs in a short amount of river. When I bring people that have never seen a spring before, that's my favorite thing, because just like seeing their face and just like their face lights up, they're like, oh my gosh, you know. I always like that, but I loved growing up here. This is old Florida, you know, and it's what you think of when you think of old Florida, just the cypress trees, the water, the river. I mean, it's magical. There's something for everyone here. It depends on what you want to do. And the great thing about Jenny Springs, it's privately owned, so it gives people the freedom to do what they want. You can sit on a tube and drink a beer going down the river. You can paddleboard, you can canoe, kayak, scuba dive. You can do just about anything outdoorsy. I suggest camping. You haven't been at Jenny Springs unless you've been camping. I mean, you got to camp. It completes the whole entire experience, I think. I even camp here, even though I have a house right up the road. I go down here and I get to sleep in a tent for the weekend. I don't know, just the crystal clear water, the turtles, the alligators. It's just like what you really picture Florida to be.
So to get ready for our first dives at Jenny Springs, it's time to bottle up at Cave Country, which will have everything you need, plus a great staff.
Nice to meet you.
Billy. Hey, Christy, nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
It's amazing just how intricate these cave systems are up here. What's even more amazing is that every spot on the map is there because past cave divers have been exploring it over the last 40 years.
I made my first dive here in 1976. That's 40 years ago. To understand Jenny, you kind of have to understand the entire area. We're sitting on top of what's called karst topography. The simple definition is karst is where caves form. Now, an interesting thing happens in the very soft limestone. The rainwater picks up carbon dioxide from the air, which forms a very weak acid called carbonic acid. it eats away at the more porous and softer portions of the limestone, starting to form holes which interconnect. These are all areas in which caves form, and as a consequence, this area is rich with all sorts of freshwater springs. Of course, Ginny Springs is one of the best because we have 7 springs right here within less than a mile of river. Obviously, this attracts a lot of divers. Usually, most recreational divers need to stay out of these caves because they can be very dangerous. What makes the Ginny Springs environment so unique, 100 feet in, there's a grate, that welded grate that we saw, that prevents you from going into the dangerous part of the cave. Any certified diver can go in there with relative safety. They don't need cave training, they don't need special certifications, they just need their open water card. It's a chance to enjoy some of the best aspects of cave diving in just that one area, which is great.
Oh man, I tell you what, that was just a taste of what this place has to offer. I just got to scratch the surface, but it is beautiful, it is gorgeous. Now I know why people dedicate their lives to cave diving.
With our first tantalizing dives done, it was time to head to a landmark restaurant in High Springs for some dinner called The Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors, we've really focused on the local diving in the area. The decor of the inside has a lot of photographs that have been shot by a lot of divers. They are of the actual spring. We have a lot of steaks. Steaks are certainly our specialty. We also have a lot of seafood at the restaurant. If you're into more vegetarian meals, we have a lot of great salads. Our desserts are extremely special. We home make all of our desserts at the Great Outdoors. It is the absolute best food in North Central Florida with the absolute best atmosphere. It makes you feel like you are in this part of the country.
More from Cave Country right after this.
Hello, Sunny. I feel so free in this paradise. In a better place. The ocean breeze and the quiver.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
Shipyard Export is the beer that built Shipyard Brewing Company. Thank you, Export, for bringing families and friends together for over 22 years. For all the good times, special memories, and moments still to come. We toast the beer that's always been there and always will be.
Thanks, Export!
Shipyard Export, the beer that built Shipyard Brewing Company.
Shop Leisure Pro for all your diving and snorkeling needs. We make it easy to shop for the products you want with our product categories and navigation. Shop our weekly specials on our easy-to-use product pages. Chat with our experts and read product reviews to make sure the product you want is the product you're looking for. Our outstanding customer service is only a click away. So shop LeisurePro.com with the best price match guarantee and get the products you want fast. Dive the Atocha with Mel Fisher's expedition in Key West. Be a treasure hunter and dive the active wreck site of the richest Spanish galleon ever discovered. Mel Fisher and his crew discovered the Motherlode in 1985. Today, the search continues for the remaining hundreds of millions of dollars in cargo. The Fisher family now invites you to learn proper salvage techniques from the world's greatest treasure hunters. Join us for the adventure of a lifetime. Today's the day.
Hello, Sunny. I feel so free in this paradise. In a better place. The ocean breeze
It's your chill time. Let's go.
This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, Celebrity Chef Bobby Stokey, chefbobbystokey.com, Goomba 360 Dive Flags, the official dive flag of Scuba Nation, Scuba Works Dive Center in Jupiter, Florida. Welcome back, Scuba Nation. We're diving cave country in North Florida. There are some other fantastic dive destinations in North Florida, like Hard Springs.
My name is Tom Morris. I live in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm a biologist and a cave diver. Hart Springs is actually several springs. This is Little Hart Springs here, where you see the nice boil of water coming up behind me. And the other one over there is Big Hart Springs. Both of them has water discharges from the Hart Springs Cave right here. So divers can come here and dive in one of the finest looking caves here in Florida. It's in pristine condition, it's gorgeous. All it needs is $20 and their diving certification. You've got to be a cave diver. They don't let you dive here in the basin. You got to be a cave diver. This is a great place, and it's very family oriented. It is the local swimming hole. All the farm boys and farm girls come here, right? Everybody from the small towns comes here. But it's got so much going for it. You can camp here, especially if you're a diver and you got that cave diver certification. You don't want to miss this one.
Another great park here in cave country is the Itchituckney River. I call it the Itch. Now, the Itchituckney flows 6 miles through hammocks, wetlands, all the way down to the Santa Fe River. October through March, scuba diving is available at the Blue Hole. You must be cave certified though. Now through May to late September, the premier activity is tubing down the Itchituckney. Oh man, when I was going to high school up here in North Florida, I skipped school a few times to go do it. Sorry, Mom. That was a long time ago. Visitors can enjoy picnicking, snorkeling, canoeing, swimming, and hiking. The wildlife is incredible and can be seen from the river. A full-service concession offers food, refreshments, and outdoor products from Memorial Day through Labor Day. So you got to put Hart Springs and the Itchituckney on your things to do while you're here in cave country.
So the moment we've all been waiting for, we're gonna get into our cavern certification. Now we got a taste when we had a guided tour with Harry, the cave wizard, but it is time for us two dorks, in the immortal words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, to take our first step into a larger world.
We start that process at the International Association of Nitrox and Technical Divers, or the IANTD, in Lake City, Florida. The IANTD was founded by one of the godfathers of cave diving, Tom Mount.
Yeah, I first started cave diving here in 1963. I think some of the things we did in the dark ages, so to speak, laid all the knowledge, the foundation for the equipment we have today. All explorers, mountain climbing, whatever, have done historically. You take the tools you got and you work with them. You develop better tools, which is our whole goal at INTD, is to get better and better tools, more and more knowledge. That's why we're always coming out with new books and new text. We look at new theories and try to get them out. So now we travel goes to everything. So I think cave diving serves a lot of tools for everybody, and I'm extremely proud and happy of INTD, to be a part of INTD and one of its founders.
For our instructor, they broke out the Bill Belichick. Our Jedi Master, Mark Fowler.
The cavern course, again, is your first step in the series of courses to get through to full cave. A cavern course typically can run anywhere from 2-3 days to 4 days. A lot of times you have to go to the area that the caverns are in, such as North Florida, and most all the shops have instructors on staff that can teach the programs. But essentially it's usually a day of classroom with land drills and so forth. usually an equipment workshop, again, to help you streamline all your gear and get a really good, clean gear configuration.
Hey, the equipment of choice for serious cave divers is Dive Right. So we stopped by, they fitted us up with some great cave diving gear.
And then typically there's 4 dives conducted over 2 days.
We did our first underwater class in the ballrooms at Ginny Springs. Stay with us during the break, we'll show you how those went, plus some more awesome cave diving in cave country. Accommodations for ScubaNation was provided by the Country Inn in High Springs, minutes away from Ginny Springs and the other great destinations in North Florida.
Billy C, I cannot believe this Reef Safe master fucker. I mean, my mask never fucked up once. Mitch, Reef Safe is known for more than just sun care products, my man. Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Reef Safe, keeping our beaches beautiful.
I thought they were mermaids. Struck out again.
Sun responsibly. Protect your skin from the sun's burning rays and help protect our ocean and its inhabitants. Reef Safe biodegrades in oceans, rivers, and lakes, and non-toxic to sea life. Hey everybody, this is Mitch with ScubaNation. Join us at the 5th Annual Bug Fest, July 26th through the 30th in Lauderdale by the Sea, Florida. Take part in the Great Florida Bug Hunt, win $20,000 in cash and prizes, including a 4-night dive trip at Unexo in Grand Bahama, courtesy of Reef Safe, the official sun care sponsor for Bugfest. Great hotel deals, parties, music, and a photo contest. Take Dan's mini season safety survey. See you at Bugfest.
The Florida Keys are home to a protected 2,800 square mile national marine sanctuary, an abundance of wrecks, and over 6,000 different species. But whether you're a diver or a snorkeler, there's always room for one more.
Mitch, we're going to Mexico, and you guys can go too. We're gonna see whale sharks, we're gonna see cenotes, and we're gonna go reef diving and wreck diving. And the best part, we're staying at a 4-star resort. All the food and booze you can consume.
Visit ScubaNation.com to book today. Register by June 1st for the chance to go for free and other great prizes.
So vámonos! Besitos! Viva a Mexico!
Be a part of a ScubaNation episode. We hope to see you there.
Sing it, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
There's a paradise created for 2 people in love, where everything's included, so you don't have to worry about a thing. No worry, no problem.
Sing it, don't worry, 'cause every little thing is gonna
Call 1-800-SANDALS and save up to 65%.
This edition of ScubaNation is brought to you by Reef Safe, scientifically proven to be safe for corals. Uzi Amphibious Gear. Spare air, there when you need it. South Point Divers, Key West, Florida. Hey everybody, this is Mitch. In a destination where every day is summer, say hello sunny and dive into paradise where you can vacation like a VIP. Plan your stay for 2 or more nights in the Greater Fort Lauderdale's best hotels and enjoy a complimentary room upgrade. Or how about a $100 resort credit that can be used for dining, spa services, or even a $25 Visa gift card. Check out the steals and deals with 2-for-1 summer savings. Save big on scuba activities or try something new. There's more than $2,000 in values and other fun activities that include boating and fishing outings, museums, shopping, and dozens more ways to play. Plan your Greater Fort Lauderdale getaway for September and enjoy $99 in spa deals and dine-out specials. Hello Sunny. Hello Summer Savings through September 30th. Vacation like a VIP. Get all the details at sunny.org. Welcome back. We're exploring cave country in north central Florida. Billy C and I are getting our cavern certifications. We've knocked out the classroom, the field work, and now it's time to get some practice under the water at the ballroom in Ginny Spring. Before we took off for Jenny Springs, it was time for some breakfast at the diner across the street from our room at the Country Inn. This place was classic, and the food was You have to try the hippie hash.
The skills that we practiced in the ballroom were securing our guidelines. Now you start with a primary and then a secondary tie-off, and then you run the line to the end of the cavern.
These guidelines are your key to getting out of the cavern. You never pull on the line and always keep it within view.
A cavern dive is any dive where you can see the entrance clearly, and the requirements to cavern dive are a lot less stringent.
Now, what made it really fun was the lights out and out of air simulations. Yes, lights out. That means you cannot see. And the way you did this is that you had to close your eyes. And then your next step is to grab your buddy. Well, let me tell you something, old Mitch got the wrong handful of Billy C a few times.
These skills were challenging, but a lot of fun.
All right, so now the classroom work is done, the practice is done. It's time to take these skills and put it in a real test. And what does that mean? That means checkout dives. Checkout dives are for any certification. If you screw these up, you're not getting certified.
For our checkout dives, we headed to another great place for cavern diving in North Florida, Peacock State Park. When visiting Peacock, your first stop is Dive Outpost.
Well, I've been running the outpost for 21 years. Prior to that, it was a dive shop that we used to come to when we started our cave diving experience. So to come that full circle to being a customer to being the owner is something I never expected. Peacock is such an internationally known training area that it does draw people from Russia, China, from all corners.
Our first test, Mark had us go into the cavern and tie off our guidelines all the way down to the bottom of the cavern. And then we practiced an out-of-air event, which, yeah, we definitely need more work on that.
On the second dive, we did a lights out simulation and out of air. Feeling much more comfortable though this time, we got her done. With our cavern certifications in hand, and before we left the next day, we managed to get in one more dive at Jenny Springs called Devil's Eye and Ear.
Crack.
This is the crack.
The devil's ear.
Eye first.
Eye. Then the ear.
Crack.
Is this like an eye,
Crack,
ear, nose
eye,
doctor?
ear.
Yeah, something like that.
Crack, eye, ear. Any of the president of Jordan or something?
Cave diving at Devil's Eye is a world-class cave dive. People come from all over the world.
Devil's Eye and Ear here, where the entrance leads to a maze of passageways that run over 6 miles, and that can be very hazardous. This is why most divers are not allowed to bring lights in the water here, and the only way to be able to take a light in here is to either be taking a cavern or a cave course, or to be accompanying a certified cavern or cave instructor. Another option is you can do a guided cavern dive here at Devil's Eye and Devil's Ear with a certified cave instructor or a certified cavern instructor. Again, this is just one more way you can find out whether or not this is something you like. It's pretty interesting here, but there's nothing that you can see here that you can't really see over at the ballroom at Jenny Spring itself.
Cavern diving is a different type of diving for sure. We're certainly looking forward to our next step and becoming cave certified. For Billy C and MItch, One Nation Underwater, thanks for watching.
One Sergeant, 2 Sergeant, 3 Sergeant, 4, 5 Sergeant, 6 Sergeant, 7 Sergeant, more.
A lot of people ask if it goes in a circle. It does not go in a circle. I tell them they're going to end up in the Gulf of Mexico.
With over 20 Shipyard and Sea Dog beers, it's easy to find the right brew for any taste. Now it's even easier to find Shipyard in the restaurants, pubs, and retailers nearest you. Just go to shipyard.com and click on the Beer Finder link. Enter your zip code and see where you can enjoy or purchase Shipyard beer. Shipyard and Sea Dog beers, born in Maine and brewed in Florida.
ScubaNation Spare Air is like a parachute for scuba divers.
Diving is safe, but accidents can and do happen.
This product could save your life.
Spare Air is the easiest to carry and easiest to use redundant air system on the market. And it's perfect for travel. Visit spareair.com and read testimonials from divers like you. Spare Air, there when you need it.
Dive into history Friday, June 10th with ScubaNation to kick off the History of Diving Museum's 3rd annual Silver Bar Bash celebration with game night. Then on Saturday, Key Dives will lead an underwater treasure hunt where divers will search for hidden eggs on Alligator Reef to win big. But whoever finds the golden egg will receive the grand prize, an authentic 8 Real coin from Blue Marlin Jeweler. For more information on how to register, visit www.divingmuseum.org.
Hey honey, I'm on LeisurePro.com shopping for a new dive computer. I'm actually blogging with another diver that has the same one. Let me call you right back.
Have a question about a product? At LeisurePro.com, you can ask questions with other Leisure Pro customers about the products you want before you buy.
Sure.
Whoa!